Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the chat. You tuned into the Market Beast edition. Your fellow competitor speaking. NEO appears to be moving very aggressively to the upside. I want to show you all a newly minted arbitrary pattern that we discovered on the chart. We're also going to look at the 50 and the 200 exponential moving averages to see the relationship between the price action and those moving averages. So we're going to go over that. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, please take a moment to pause this video, do your fundamental research, anything outside of the price action. Do that before you step back in here because that's the only thing we're going over. Thank you for understanding. Let's not waste time. Let's pull up the chart and see what we have in the chart. And let's dive into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today's May the 25th, I think it is, 2021, and the current or the previous close of NEO is going to be $36.07. It closed positive approximately 0.5% for the day. Okay. All right, welcome back, everyone. ASMR, interesting analysis, at times a little bit of comedy. Here are the 50 and the 200 exponential moving average. There's a 50. And there's a 200. Okay, perfect. So I think a lot are just kind of trying to figure out, okay, what is going on? It looks like NEO is getting bullish. Do I think NEO is getting bullish? Am I still bearish on NEO? Remember, guys, we played the market, we entered, we exit. We haven't been in NEO ever since we posted that last video. So we were just simply waiting to enter the market. And so far, we haven't seen any entries in the market to either direction. Okay, so just to kind of clear that up. We haven't played it in either direction, all right? But I did want to show you all that the relationship between the price action and the 200, it appears that the sellers are trying to push the price or keep it below the 200 exponential moving average. If you can see that there, these are daily candles. We still have the 50 just overhead here. The 50 is the green line if you're new. What the market needs to do in order for the bullish trajectory to continue is the first and foremost, it needs to get above and stay above the 200, the red line. Okay, stay above that red line and ultimately get above the green line and stay above it and kind of use it as support and just kind of continue to consolidate, perhaps sideways or blast off to the upside. One way or the other, the market needs to prevent the green line from crossing below the red line. Okay, let's go ahead and reveal the pattern that I was able to discover, what I think I have speculatively discovered. Here it is. Oh, hang on. Let's get rid of the 50 and the 200 exponential moving averages. And here is the beautiful pattern that I found. Okay. So that's it's simple. So ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing on the screen is a descending channel. Okay, just kind of finding support at the lower line and finding resistance at the top of that line there. And just as of recently here, it appears that the market has found support at our, again, arbitrary pattern here. So if this is somewhat in line with what could potentially take place, then it's likely the market will continue higher and potentially find resistance at the $40-ish level. Can it get higher? Of course. Can it possibly not be in this pattern? Absolutely. And if it's not, then that's fine, guys. We'll just do some adjusting with the lines and find out the actual pattern. So, and some may ask, how do I find these patterns? Remember, I only focus on the candles bodies. Okay, we do take the wicks into consideration when necessary, but in this case, I'll pull up 3-day candles. And if you notice the 3-day candles, the candles bodies are perfectly confined within this descending channel. Okay, so I'm very strategic with my patterns and my, my weird lines. People tease me all the time, my arbitrary lines. All right. But everything's perfectly confined in here. I think it's interesting. Let's let it play out. I do think that if the market is within this descending channel, it won't take longer than the next 2 weeks to continue higher and potentially break through or find resistance at the descending line in this descending channel. Okay, the descending line overhead there. So we have to let this play out, guys. Again, I don't have any open positions in NEO. I'm just simply on the sidelines, observing what's going on. Okay, but the most important thing for me, I guess I'll leave you guys out with the 50 exponential moving average. If it does get above that level, that would be the level that it truly needs to get above and stay above. in order to continue the overall uptrend. NEO's in a very beautiful, very aggressive uptrend, believe it or not. That level is going to be, right now, the 50 exponential is at like $38.41, so right about there. So if you see any price activity taking place over the next 3 days up until the end of this week, just know that is the level. And of course, this level changes with time every single day. Maybe it'll continue to slope down. Just understand that the relative area is like $38, $39, okay? So that's pretty much all I have. Where do I think the market is going? Well, it just broke back above, well, the 3-day, let's pull up 3-day candles and we'll close it out. Thank you for your time here. All right, so the 3-day candle just broke above the $35 level, like somewhere right about there. Okay, so that's actually a pretty interesting sign because that was a previous level of support. You can probably barely see it there. There's so many lines here, guys, but just understand that the $35 level, you can probably see it like right here, these wicks here. $35 was a previous level of support. Remember, there's buyers and sellers, right? When the sellers break down below a previous level of support, which again is this white line here at $35, the seller's obligation is to follow through to the downside. Okay, I know some of you might be out there holding puts at $28, guys. We didn't tell you guys to buy any puts. Okay, when the sellers break down a support level, it is their obligation to follow through to the downside. So essentially what we'll need to have, let me just kind of bring this over here. So let me just kind of use this little blank area as an example. When the market breaks down, let's just say NEO's finding support at 35, bouncing up, 2 touch points, double bottom, 3rd touch point, 2-minute touches, and then it breaks below it, right? So when the sellers break below, remember, just buyers and sellers, okay? I don't care about the news, guys. You can tell me, you can talk about it in the comment section. Feel free. I love when you engage, but just understand what I'm looking at. 3 touch points on that $35 level, it broke down. This is essentially what happened. But I explained to you what the seller's obligation is in order to show strength in their breakout from the above the $35 level. Okay, it's a breakout. It's the same thing. Break down below a pattern. Okay, I guess it's not really a pattern. Yeah. Let's just say below a support level. Okay. Break down below a support level. The seller's obligation is to follow through. Break down below 35, go up, use it as resistance, and follow through to the downside. So if the sellers do not break down below 35 and follow through to the downside, then it's likely that the buyers are stepping in to capture the price below the support level, break back above the support level, and then it will be back within the buyer's range. Because the buyers break back above that support line and then come back down and use it as support, what do you think will happen next? Well, the buyers will take that opportunity to push the price to the upside as long as it cannot get back below the $35 level. That's it. Super simple. So that's where the market is right now. If the sellers cannot push this price back below $35, then it's likely the path of least resistance is to the upside. Since the market is in an overall uptrend, the market will continue higher and potentially, again, find resistance. I just said this, guys, and I'll just repeat it again. Potentially find resistance or break through the descending line within this potential pattern. Okay. So that's all I have. You guys have the relationship between the buyers and the sellers in terms of what's going on right now. The buyers have captured the price so far here in the short term. Am I still anticipating a bearish move in NEO? Well, here's the bottom line. If NEO can't make a higher high right here at April the 27th at around like $43, we've been saying this for some time, guys. NEO needs to get above $45. If you see any price activity taking place, you get a couple green screens over the next 3 days, and it's just kind of chucking along up to that $40 level, but it just cannot break above and stay above the like $40, $42, $43 level. It can't accomplish that $45 level. Hey, sellers got to do what a seller's got to do, right? Okay. So we'll just leave it at that and close out the video. So I see bullish momentum in NEO if it stays above 35. So that's all I have, and hopefully that was useful, and hopefully it wasn't too much repetitiveness, but I like spending a little bit more time explaining it, guys. So thank you for your time. Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video if you enjoyed the content, and also leave a comment. This supports us, guys. The YouTube algorithm picks up on that. Thanks for your support. Also, if you're new, before you go, We covered the alternative markets, Bitcoin, altcoins. Kind of subscribe with us, hit the bell, and we'll send you that information when it is available. Once again, thanks for stopping out. Listen until the end. Appreciate that. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Execute your strategies. That'll protect your portfolio there. Always be calm in all situations, okay? It helps make conscious decisions, okay? Especially when you're dealing with the markets like this, guys. All right? So we'll talk soon, and bye for now.